Hi, I'm Jerome Hoberman, music director of the Hong Kong Bach Choir and Orchestra. I'm here with Francisco Fernandez, who's a member of the choir's tenor section.
Thanks for the introduction. My name is Francisco, as Jerry has said, and I have been living in Hong Kong for the past 3 years. And 2 out of those 3 years, I have been a member of the Hong Kong Bach Choir. But my choral experience actually goes farther to like around 12 years.
One of the themes of our upcoming concert is ritual. Usually, I think for most people, we think of religious practices,
Yes.
religious behaviors, and regular observances. But it seems to me that ritual is actually a much broader concept than that, and it's something I wanted to explore through music on this program. The basis, I guess you might say, of society is the family. And a family that works well functions almost like an individual. But what ritual tends to do is expand that feeling to a larger community. For example, when a neighborhood enjoys certain rituals, the neighborhood becomes like a family. And then when an entire society participates together in rituals, the society becomes like a neighborhood, which becomes like a family, which becomes like an individual. The kinds of rituals that I'm thinking of involve things like folk song, which is a communal kind of ritual, but other kinds of rituals too. I can think back to when I was a kid, and my family in New York had a Sunday morning ritual. Sunday mornings were bagels and lox and cream cheese and smoked whitefish maybe sometimes, and other things. And it was really the one time in the week when the family ate breakfast together. You must have had similar kinds of experiences.
Yeah, definitely. So I think like it's also quite curious. Like Sundays usually becomes as well like the day that families also kind of like have their own rituals. For example, like habit of like getting up early, going to mass, and then after going to mass, then go on and have breakfast.
I'm wondering what's the difference between a routine and a ritual? What makes a routine into a ritual?
I think it's the level of commitment that you have to stick to it. Like I feel that like you make the routine sort of like morning routine. For example, like someone everyone's like for example goes first to the bathroom, brush their teeth,
Yeah.
then goes to have a sip of coffee, right? But like maybe some days wake up later and then they just like go to the bathroom and then rush to work, right? But like the ritual has some sort of like, to me it's more like an aura that like you respect, that you have to commit
Yes.
to do it on a certain time and with a certain sequence of steps.
Yes,
on that.
and it's not only time and whatever the steps are, but it has this intention to
Yeah.
be a ritual,
Yes.
in a sense. The difference between a concert and just listening to music on your iPhone
Yeah.
or whatever,
Yeah.
is the intention behind it. I can turn on music at home. I can
Yeah.
put on a CD or whatever anytime I want, but the action of getting up, and I like to dress up a little bit if I
Yeah.
go to a concert, and going somewhere which involves a little bit of a trip. I mean, there's some effort
Yes.
involved. And I'm not talking about when I'm on the stage. I'm talking about when I'm
When
in
you're
the
an
audience.
audience, yeah.
The effort we put in is repaid collectively through this experience of a concert. So of course that's what we want to reproduce
Yeah.
when we make a concert, and especially one that's focused on the thing itself, on
Yeah.
the ritual itself. So it's that intention and that effort, but it's also the collective experience, the knowledge that other people are doing the exact same thing as you are
Yeah.
at that same moment, which is magic.
Yeah. Now that you mentioned about the concert versus, like, for example, like going on and play a CD, or like maybe like watching a televised concert as well.
I hope
is that-
people know what a CD is.
Yeah, well, yeah, or like maybe listening on Spotify, right? So, but as well is that like when you go to a concert, and speaking now maybe a little bit outside of the ritual itself, but like the concert experience, is that you sometimes have a certain degree of uncertainty about like how the performance is going to be, because now with all of the culture of having recordings and like having options, like sometimes I say, for example, for myself, like I like several recordings of like different pieces, and then it's like something that has like become embedded in my memory, that whenever a performer brings something new to the table, it's always exciting because you say, wow, like I never thought that this could be done this way, at this speed, or with this dynamic, right? So it's also have like that certain excitement to discover what the point of view of the performer that you are going to have in front of you, it's going to bring to the table, and it's going to maybe shed some new light over the piece of music that you are listening and that you are maybe already like very used to.
And that uncertainty, that curiosity itself becomes part of the ritual of concert going. So I hope you'll join us on June 30th for Psalms and Rituals.
See you guys on June 30th for Psalms and Rituals with the Hong Kong Bach Choir.